New York is the city that never sleeps, and neither does Sal Licata. From Flushing in the Bronx to the Meadowlands and MSG, Sal sounds off on the biggest sports news of the day. Welcome to WFAN Daily with Sal Licata.
And it is a different edition of WFAN Daily, where I'm not necessarily sounding off on the biggest sports news of the day, but I am going to have Hoff join me here as we do an episode, the first ever episode of In Our Mentions, which is where we look around on some of our social media mentions here from the WFAN page, whether it's stuff that we post for our show. I have to sneeze here. You want to keep this in or?
Yeah, no, that's great. It's raw, man. This is
it's a good
raw.
thing we're not live, right?
No, I think it'd be better live. Sneezing live is always good. You didn't even sneeze.
I'm trying to hold it. Hold on to make sure I get tissues.
You got to look up at the sun. Why do you want to hold it? Look up at the light and just go.
No, what a crappy start. Anyway, so we wanted to do, by the way, we just need to redo the entire open and branding. Hopefully we can do that. But this is what I want to do for the podcast, because you can get my sports takes on the Fan Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., right? We do 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. So I want to have some fun doing some extra interviews where we had Tony Khan or Mike Keenan or Brian Leach, and we'll have plenty of others that we maybe don't have time to do during the actual show, but we'll do it here on WFAN Extra. But this was something that I talked about with Hoff, and we want to do an episode called In Our Mentions, where we read and interact with you guys. Some nasty messages in there, some positive ones, some very funny ones. We'll have a post, whatever it may be from the week. It doesn't have to be our show. It could be any show. And we'll read through some of the comments and react to those. So, Hoff, take it away here with the first ever In Our Mentions on WFAN podcast.
So it goes back to last Friday when then the three of us, the three amigos, Sal Licata, BT, myself, decided to go to the Mets game, and I posted this lovely picture of three very handsome men.
Now, when you decided to do this, we're there. It takes a lot to get to the game. I'm coming off of, I'm at Baseball Night New York at SNY. I got to take the damn subways and LIRR and go to the game. So I'm not getting there until a little bit later. BT said it took him 3 hours to get there.
Yeah, he's
Hoff, you had the overnight show that you were doing. So it wasn't easy to get there, but we wanted to go, have a nice outing, bond as a show, hang out with some Mets fans, whatever it may be, and see a big game Friday night. And the Mets at this particular point were getting crushed. And Hoff goes, all right, guys, let's take a picture. And I'm like, all right, taking the picture, not thinking anything of it. And then he's like, I'm going to post it. And I was like, dude, don't do that. You know what and you, like you are right now, were laughing, knowing what was going to come when you posted a picture of yourself, BT, and me at the Mets game where they were getting their clocks cleaned by the Phillies.
Oh, I knew what to expect. And I got to be honest with you, people delivered. But it was but it was all in good fun. Like, sometimes we can't take ourselves as serious. Dude, we went out and enjoyed ourselves. If people want to be trolls, whatever, I don't care. But I thought it was perfect timing, because the little sarcasm goes a long way, I feel.
Yeah. All right, so hit us with it. I have not read these. I don't check the mentions anymore. This is why it's fun for me to do In Our Mentions. Hit me with it. What do we got? Let's go. Let's go through a couple of them.
So I said, look who showed up to the Mets game tonight. And we had 181 comments, plus the reposts and quotes and whatnot from which was amazing.
What is that? Am I in the devil gear there? Is that my face or BT's face? I can't tell.
The first one up is it's Sal Licata. You're in. I don't know if it's Satan, but this guy really is a Braves fan, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's chains, there's horns, there's everything. You got wings. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
People are very creative.
Okay. What else we got?
The following from I Will Never Experience Happiness Watching Sports. I see why we're losing now, which that is the quote of us three amigos. Right. I have a feeling, Sal, a lot of them are going to be negative.
Well, I told you that was going to be the case. Shocker. And you knew it too.
This one is from Dick Hammer. Three losers in Arrested Development. But now, is that the show Arrested Development?
I don't understand that one. You have to explain that to me.
I
remember the group Arrested Development. I don't know about the show. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
The show is great, but I don't understand the reference there. This is from Nicholas. Just point. Well taken. Now I know why we're losing.
Okay. So, right, the common theme so far, predictably so, everybody is blaming BT, me, and Uhoff showing up to the game, which for the reason the Mets like, don't blame David Peterson, who couldn't get an out to save his life. Don't blame Alonso, who strikes out with the bases loaded. Don't blame Alonso, who dropped a pop-up, but blame us for showing up to the game. Got it.
Here we go. Now we're getting some heat here from people. Meek Phil, I think he's a Barstool guy. He gets a little aggressive. Never let those Meek Phil.
Okay.
Yeah. Never let those bald losers in again. I'm not bald, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Right. Well,
must be talking about you guys.
About the other two in the picture. Yeah.
But we don't want that one. We're going to skip over that thing. This explains why, again, these frauds should be banned from City. That's from Stephen DiMartini. Why do people automatically go to frauds? Like, dude, you are a legitimate Mets fan, and BT, as very much says, he's not a Mets fan. He's a Yankee fan. What's fraud like of us?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's see. Never go back to City Field. They should be now. They want you banned.
Okay.
Now, listen, Sal. I know for a fact that people can get banned, but you can't get banned for the team losing. That's not even a thing.
Like I think that, do we have any actual funny ones in here? Because so far I find them all stupid and just ignorant. Like I think that calling people jinxes and mushes, like, it can be funny a little bit, but people have to understand that it's obviously not a real thing. So we know that, so we could laugh and joke about it. But the fact that so many people would say the same thing, like think of how many games that we've been to where the team has won. Like, it's just stupid. So we'll get to some funny ones here, please.
All right. So I don't know your sense of humor. Thick Patino says, if you're at the game, I will Venmo you 20 if you throw a hot dog at Sal Licata's head.
That's not bad. That's actually not bad. Yeah. You should have taken him up on that. You could have got his Venmo and hit me with a hot dog. There you go.
Yeah, I could have made some money off of that. That would have been awesome. I would have made $20 all night off of that thing.
Yeah. Right.
Let's see. All right, maybe we go to the quotes because of the repost, because I feel like everyone is just saying the same thing.
Yeah.
This is why they lost. This is why they lost. Bad juju at City. Right. I think we know why we lost. Okay, let's go to the actual comments, because those should be funny, right? They're going to be hilarious. Sorry to have to watch. Okay, this is from Dan Bartles. Sorry to have to watch Philly clinch. Kills me too. Well, they didn't clinch, you jerk.
Right. Yeah, so that was a good thing. Philadelphia, it turned out to be a great series for the Mets, where not only did they take 3 out of 4, but prevented Philadelphia from clinching, which was great, because I've seen too many clinchers, unfortunately, whether it's Game 5 of the 2000 World Series, Game 5 of the 2015 World Series. You don't want to see those type of celebrations. Not that this would have been equal, but seeing the Phillies celebrate the division title at Citi Field, that would have sucked. So, unfortunately, the Mets didn't get a chance to. We didn't have to witness that.
Oh, so you have a fan right here from Singing Wolf. It says, "Tell him to go again today." That was, I guess, the tweet from the following day when they were facing the Phillies. So,
well, how do you know that wasn't a Phillies or Braves fan?
Yeah, exactly.
Could have been a Phillies or Braves fan saying that.
It's so easy. Okay, let's see. You guys say right in front of my. Okay. So first of all, this is cool. So what was the other cool thing that actually happened there, Sal, while we were sitting in the actual seats?
Oh, the dude with the tattoo. Some guy had which is bizarre that he'd be sitting right in front of us as we walked down. They had a WFAN Sports Radio 66 tattoo on his forearm, I think it was.
So guess what? I found the guy.
Okay.
Because my buddy, I'm friendly with Matt Frivola, which was a UFC fighter from Long Island. He's actually fighting this weekend in Paris. And this guy was actually talking about it, like, oh yeah, I'm friends with Frivola. Well, Matt's twin brother hit us up and said, you guys sat right in front of my boy. I think his name is Geary Bettman Jr. I don't know. That's what it is on
his Twitter handle. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so that was cool. So we actually found the guy. So we can keep in touch with him now.
Did he tweet? What did he tweet?
Did he tweet back? Let's see. Did he respond at all?
Oh no. Okay. Well.
He gave a.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, one of those things.
Okay. Cool.
muscle, which I don't have. So
Yeah.
BT powered through. The Jets win was a super adrenaline jolt. So basically, he's saying the Jets were the reason why BT powered through that game.
By the way, I'll have the record show that I was at the Jets game Thursday. You weren't there. BT was not there. I was at the Jets game Thursday and brought us all a Jets win. So kiss my ass. I'm not a jinx.
Somebody actually asked, the copy Predator asked if BT could pitch that game.
Probably would have better results than Ottavino.
Dude, that was the worst move in the world.
Like, I had no problem with it. By the way, you two guys, you're out there getting your whatever the hell you're doing, going to get drinks or food. I'm sitting there for like 3 innings by myself, so I don't even know, what you guys are watching or where you are. I had no problem with Mendoza removing David Peterson, but obviously bringing in Ottavino was not ideal. That taking out Peterson was the right move. Bringing in Ottavino was the wrong move.
We were having fun, but I felt like you were talking to the people too, no?
Yeah, it was. But when we got there late, of course, you guys wanted to go out there and mix it up, which is fine. I was doing that before. So I did that on the way in, on the way down. I had a, you know what happened? Because we mentioned that we were going to be at the game. I had like 4 people, friends of mine, that were like, oh, I'm going to be at the game too. And then like, not only do I want to sit there and watch the game and hang with you guys, but you have to, go see some people. I think I saw everybody but one, and then also hanging out with just random people you didn't know was going to be at the game or meeting fans. It was cool. But I wanted to watch the game, which is why when you guys were like, oh, we're going to go eat some drinks and food, I'm like, I'm staying here watching, to a point where I was there by myself watching Alonso with the bases loaded strike out after the crowd was on there. I got on my feet chanting. I wasn't chanting Pete Alonso. I don't really do that. Like the Pete Alonso. I hate that when any crowd chants any individual name of a player, or especially in baseball. It just doesn't feel right. Different like in hockey or basketball maybe, but I don't know. I don't like it. But I was cheering for Pete Alonso, and he struck out, of course.
No, but what you did do was you did chirp at Sterling Marte for not throwing a ball.
Yeah, Marte, because we were sitting in right field, whatever, 8 rows. Yeah, Marte picks up the ball in right, and guys are on, and they're running all over the place, and Marte sitting there holding the ball on him. Yeah, throw the ball. Throw it. Get it in. God, he's holding on to it. Guys just running around. What are we doing here?
No, and you definitely stood up for that one too, which I appreciate. Jason Vasallo. Sal needs to stop going to games and making any statements in regards to races being quote-unquote over.
No, I did. I did stop. I'm not going to stop going to games. I did stop with predicting that the Mets would beat the Braves. And how'd that work out, as you see in Game 1? I made it very clear that after what happened in 2022 and even early on this year getting caught up, I am not going to underestimate the Braves again, and I am not going to believe that the Mets could beat the Braves until I actually see it, because it's something I haven't seen in a big spot in 25-plus years. So until they do it, I'm not going to be predicting anymore or making any, having any guarantees or any fun with it even. And I stayed away from it, and they still lost. So stop blaming me and blame them. I have nothing to do with it, and I'd hope that most of you know that.
And I'm a Pete Alonso supporter to the nth degree, and he blew that game for us. Like, you could say that. It's okay to say that Pete Alonso blew the game and still support Pete Alonso. It is possible. So from Joey Amazing, taking shots at BT. BT looks ridiculous in that costume under his jacket.
What, the Jets shirt?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice shirt, his Klecko shirt or whatever. I don't know why he was holding it open like he wanted to show it off, but I don't think he looked ridiculous.
I don't know if ridiculous, but maybe the way it was positioned.
Costume. It was a Jets jersey or shirt or whatever.
Someone said that you and Frank should stay away. You, Frank the Tank. I don't like how they lump you with Frank the Tank. I know he's losing weight, but still, I don't like how they lump you with that.
Why? We talked to Frank. We're totally different fans. It's funny that the people that love Frank and his overwhelming negativity don't think that he's a jinx. Well, at least this guy was consistent. But I'm not negative. I'm just realistic with it. And I guarantee you that me, Evan, Frank, and most other Met fans feel the same way about them playing the Braves. Until we see it, we can't believe that it's going to happen.
Someone called you guys the hair bangers of doom.
What does that mean? The hair bangers of what?
Oh, no, sorry. Harbingers. I read that as hair bangers. You think that I should be able to read these, but I can't. The harbingers.
That's a bad one. Harbingers of Doom. That makes sense. Okay.
Not hair bangers.
Yeah.
Well, hair bangers or head bangers are like metal guys, like
Oh, okay.
rock and roll. That
No,
type
no,
of
I
thing.
know what a headbanger is, but I also know
Hair
what a
banger.
harbinger is. Yeah.
Someone said that I look like I'm a bigger than a WWE wrestler.
Well, you're pretty big. What are you weighing in at these days?
I don't want to say I'm very.
Oh, come on. What do you mean you don't want to say?
It's just gigantic size.
Triple XLs or double XLs? Where we at?
Well, I'm rocking double XLs, but I probably should be rocking triple XLs.
All of your
That's
shirts
what-
are double XL?
Yeah.
You have anything in extra large?
I own stuff that's an extra large, but dude, I've never worn extra large stuff. I
Okay.
really never have. Even when I have had extra large, it never looks good on me.
I was going to say, if you lose the bet for the perfect parlay, maybe we have to put you in something extra large for.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm nervous about that because I know BT's. Oh, here's one, by the way. Can you see this?
No.
This is.
It looks
someone
like
changed it.
To what?
It's myself, you, and they changed BT's face to Marash.
That's a good one for the people listening. That's a pretty good one. It's
That
Mirash's
is-
face superimposed on BT's face, showing the Jets jersey, which makes it even better. You got Marash wearing a Jets thing.
That's creativity right there. I like it.
I
this
haven't
photo-
heard many funny ones off. I mean, some are all right, but
Well, they're all the same. Everyone's just saying the same thing. This photo is a cure for insomnia. That's not bad. Is that my boy Chris Wade? If it is, I'm going to get very upset by you. No, it's not. Thank God.
what does that mean? This photo is a cure for insomnia, meaning that photo will put people to sleep. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, it does make sense to quote. But why we'd put you to sleep? I don't know.
Well, or
Let's
you could say like, actually, you can't even say that our shows will put you to sleep because you may not like it, but you can't say they put you to sleep.
No, they do not. Columbia University. Someone's talking crap about your Columbia University.
What'd they say? Let me see. Oh, the shirt? What?
Yeah. They said Columbia University, of all the shirts to wear to a Met game.
I don't understand. No, that's what people take issue with. It was a shirt that I picked that day. I wore it to work all day and then went to a Met game. What do you want me to do? As a 45-year-old wear a jersey there? Yeah, that's a great idea. Or a Mets hat or Mets shirt like everybody else in the ballpark does.
Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong with the jersey? You guys got to stop with the jersey.
Nothing. You can do it. I wear jersey sometimes on occasion, but it's very, very rare. Like I wore Doc Gooden jersey to Doc Gooden's retirement just to honor my buddy, Doc Gooden. I mean, I'm not going to certainly wear a, Pete Alonso jersey or Francisco. And it's just me. That to each their own. But like, what if you're going to a Met game, you got to wear a Met shirt? Says who?
This one is from AC Shelby. And I think this is directed at me. Didn't know Jonah Hill was a Mets fan.
I can see that. Super bad Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
right?
super bad
like,
Jonah Hill. Not what was the one he was skinny in for like?
I forget.
Minutes?
I couldn't think of it, but that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, there's also a Dumb and Dumber one there. All right, I
funny.
think
Dumb and Dumber's funny. Okay,
that's solid. I mean, listen, they're okay. These aren't as creative as I thought they'd be.
Okay.
I just remember seeing it go. Listen, I got a phone call while I was in Cleveland from my son, and he goes, "Dude, I just saw you guys went viral." I go, "What the hell are you talking about?" He's like, "The picture from the game." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I mean, listen, it was decent. It was a decent exposure.
Well, when you say viral, how many people viewed it? Like what?
202,000. It was okay.
Okay. And then how many comments?
Like 200, 150, 180 something plus the
All right.
quotes.
All right, that's not a bad one to get started with, but I want to, it doesn't have to be just obviously goofy stuff like that. I want to now, we'll look at this when we do this in our mentions on WFN, actually have some real conversation about it, post some sports takes, whether it's my opinion or Boomer and Gio's opinion, BT or whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever the WFN Twitter account puts out there, or IG, I guess, too, you could use those comments, I don't care. And we'll be in our mentions here reading some of the comments and reacting to them, doing more of a sports talk show. Have some fun with the first one, but just giving you a little idea of what's to come here on what I want to call WFAN Extra, but what was currently called WFAN Daily. All right, Hoff, is that a wrap for today? We're good?
We are very good. That was beautiful. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Good job going through that. It was pretty cool to see the scroll of it, although I can't read. Can't see anything because I'm blind as a bat. At least with the light. I got to get surgery. All right, that does it for us. Enjoy whatever day it is because I have no idea because it's not a live show. Like I could say if we were doing a live show, like enjoy your Tuesday, but it's not Tuesday. It's actually not even Tuesday as we record this. It's, I think, Wednesday. Anyway, enjoy whatever day it is that you're listening to this podcast as or watching this on YouTube. We'll see you next time.